Quick video here for you guys. Uh, it's really about um, depression, anxiety, that kind of thing. I know I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there um, that are suffering from that. Um, if you're watching this video, uh, it's a very hard subject for me. Um, this not too long ago, I had a big breakup, and it's really knocked me down pretty hard. And the reason I'm making this today is to help people that have gone through that, to like give you some examples and pointers like how to deal with it. Um, Basically, what I try to do is to keep my mind off of it. You know, keep busy. That kind of thing. Um, so trying to quit smoking too, by the way. Um, Bracelets, studs. Doing the rocker thing today, but try to keep yourself active. You know, um, try not to dwell on the past. Move forward with your life, but the hardest part is letting go of the person you were with and starting over. That's one of the hardest things you can do when it comes to your emotions. And you know, women or men that are watching this, I know it's very hard because the thing that takes a better man to me when he's wrong. I did my wrongs. I'm not perfect. I'm only human. And just like a woman, my ex, she didn't admit to doing anything wrong. Um, didn't take fault for anything. You know. So I mean, what kind of shit is that? Your ex don't take no faults, then they think, well, hey, I'm perfect. That's one downfall. Really never did anything together. We just sat around and did our own thing. Um, Seemed like that if I would have a conversation with her, it was like we all talk about the same thing or da da da, that sort of thing. So, one second here. Um, that it just seems like that was the only thing that we ever did was just do our own thing. Um, our interests went down a lot. That's a real red flag too. Is when you guys lose interest in what each other likes. I did, but I just started feeling pretty much that um, her employment was more important than me. Um, she'd work all these hours and never really put much effort into the relationship. Um, we lived apart for quite a while, ever since she got back to town. Um, Broke up more than once, at least 3 times. Um, so if you guys, have experienced things like that, it's kind of a red flag when you lose interest in um, the other person's interests. You you feel like there's no hope left. That pretty much is how I felt. Like there was no hope. Um, why continue on broken promises, broken words? Both parties break their word or um, say things they don't mean. Yelling, screaming at each other, that sort of thing. And it's just, what are you supposed to do? Um, so it's not an easy subject for me, like I said. You know, And if I'm repeating myself, it's really hard to it's a really hard subject for me right now. It's very depressing. Um, but I wanted to make a video to help you guys too. You know, if you guys need help, you know, message me on my email, uh, YouTube. Send me a message if you want to talk about, you know, relationship problems, um, you know, that sort of thing. Because our channel, my friend Brian and Alex and I, we don't just, you know, do funny videos. You know, we're thinking about doing videos like this too to help people. Um, Hopefully next time the uh, backlighting's a lot better because I'm sitting over here in the corner, so I don't know what's going on with that light. But it should be brighter than that, but I don't know. But it feels good, you know, to be able to talk to you guys out there and get your opinions on stuff. And um, so to get back to where we were, it seemed like money was a big concern. Being unemployed, uh, when your girl does help you, it seems like that's the only thing that she thinks that she has to do is uh, buy you things and you'll be happy. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It was very nice to, you know, go on big shopping sprees and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, that's very nice that, you know, that she did that. But what else is there? Where's the emotional connection? Where's the physical time together? If you work 12-hour days every day of the week, have one day off, and sleep it away. Um, I understand you need a job. You do. You need a job to survive, to live. But it's like the job became me. You know, it's like she married her job, and you just start to give up. You know, you start giving up on it because I'm not perfect. Like I told her, I said, you know, I openly admitted what I've done wrong, and I'm not afraid to admit that at all. And it's like she says in a text message after she left, after I told her to leave one night, she says, I didn't do nothing wrong. Or, you know, didn't do shit wrong. I didn't really want to use them words because, you know, there might be kids watching this, but that's what she did. She said she didn't do shit wrong. She called me uh, some pretty bad words. I mean, like I'm a pussy ass bitch because I didn't go out in the garage when I had to have the cops escort her out of here. Um, my friend's apartment, by the way, you know, he's been through this shit with me the whole entire way through, and shit just got crazy, man. It really did. It just got out of control, and a lot of my friends told me, "You're better off where you're at. You know, work on yourself. Don't worry about her. Let her go. You know, you guys weren't meant to be together." So it's just a big old roller coaster, like an upside down roller coaster all the way. It just, I found out a lot of shit that I didn't know from people that I knew that knew her a few years ago, ex-boyfriends, ex-friends of hers. Um, but I look at it like this. There's so many women out there that you can be with. Um, what is so great about one person that what is so great that one person holds you back? Maybe it was the love, because I did love her. I did. And pushing yourself not to is a hard thing to do. When you're the one that makes the decision that you didn't want to make, but you had to because you were unhappy. And when it came to making you emotionally sick in your head, physically sick where you'd sleep all day, you know, feel like you want to get sick, vomit, It just, when it gets to that point, it shouldn't even get there. But, when it did, I knew something had to change because I don't feel at all like I used to. At all. Still feel angry, from the depression and anxiety. But I'm going to be seeing a doctor for that, of course. Um, Get on depression meds if that's what I've got, anxiety. So it's like, where do you go now? It's like you feel completely lost. Because you think about all the good times that you did have with that person. But a lot of my friends have told me, think about all the bad shit that she did. Think of all the negative things that she did. And I'm pretty sure her friends have told her that too. Think of all the negative shit he did to you. And I don't blame her, for thinking like that. No cheating was involved. Nothing like that. There was a lot of name swearing, calling shit, from between the both of us. Constant arguing. We didn't really agree on a lot of things anymore. I mean, people change. Just like my family said, people change over time. And we'll let you guys in on a little thing about me growing up. The upbringing was okay, but a lot of family drama. You know, um, a lot of alcoholism in the family. Family fighting against each other, not getting along. That put a lot of stress on me. Um, my mother, she was a big factor in that problem. My grandmother was too. Uh, my grandfather too. Didn't have a very good life growing up. So, don't get me wrong, love my family to death. Still love them. Might have said nasty things, said, things like that. But deep down, I still love them. Just lost my dad not too long ago, my stepfather actually, about a week ago. His burial was today. So, it's been pretty hard. You lose your dad a couple days after you lose your ex-girlfriend. So it's very hard. You lost your dad, your stepfather that was like your real dad when your real dad wasn't there, and then you make a hard decision to leave your ex-girlfriend behind that you were with for almost 3.5, 4 years. And it's like people say move on, and she said that she made that decision to move on, and I'm trying to with a girl that I've been friends with for a while, and we started actually talking more and seeing each other and dating, to see where things go from there. Because I thought about, like, I don't, I'm gonna be 27 this year in a few months, and I don't want to waste my life just sitting around. I want to do things with my life. But you know, and then my ex has been seeing guys to try to get over me, and I look at it like, why go and use guys to get over your ex? Why go and date other people to try to get over your ex when you're not over them? Why, it's like you're playing with their mind. You're um how do I put this? They're there because you need them. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like, I need you to help me get over my ex-boyfriend, but when I don't need you, I'll just leave. That's just how she makes me feel. That's what kind of person she seems like now. Because things got worse. Like I was telling you guys before, things got worse over time. Once she got this new job, It's like her attitude got cocky, snippy. You know, she acted like she didn't care about anybody else but herself. Maybe handing out money to people, but not emotionally caring what people thought. You know, and I might have come off that way too, but I was thinking treat people how you want to be treated, and I was at my breaking point so bad that I was, feel like I was going crazy in my head. Felt like I was gonna lose my mind. You know, you sit there and listen to sad music, it just makes you worse. You listen to songs that make you think about your loved one that you loved before, who you were with, brings you right back down to that step again. Um, just tears you apart, man. You know, it really does. Tears you apart. Feel like you're locked up in shackles and chains. You can't move. You can't move forward. You can't let that person go. You can't get them off your mind. Little things remind you of them. It's a terrible feeling, man. It really is. It's really terrible. Just like where I'm sitting right now. You think, like all the things that you could have done right, that you could have changed, but if the other person's not willing to change, what can you do? It's like you'll sit um, where you were, and nothing would get you better at all. You wouldn't get better. The person you're with wouldn't get better. It just would be a downhill roller coaster to disaster. Till one of you got thrown in jail, or one of you got hurt. So it's crazy. It really is. How love can be so, like people say, blind sometimes. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me how um, people um, can treat each other the way they do. I ask myself, why did I do what I did? Why did I yell and scream, say the things I did to her? And I ask myself, why did she do it to me? But I clearly, not more now, I clearly see that, like my friends have even said, that it seems like she tried to keep me around for, um, like she said, just emotional support because I was unemployed at the time. And she told me specifically only this, that I could be there for emotional support. I was thinking, what about physical? I know emotional, yes. Let's see, emotional, physical, and we were supposed to be like friends. There's three, like friendship. I mean, maybe not financially, but hey, I had help in the state for food at the time, and I could have helped that way too if you needed something. I mean, you get so wrapped up in your own thoughts, you just don't know what to do. You'll end up saying things that you don't mean, regret it later, and you feel lost when that person's gone. You just feel completely lost. And I'm trying to push myself through it. It's kind of what I gotta do. Just push myself through it and accept it that she's gone. And it was my decision to make that choice to tell her to leave. It was either I keep feeling sick, feel like I'm going crazy, or stay with her and let it get worse. Or just live on hope. You can't do that. So I mean, if there's anything, that you guys want to ask me, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Um, Message me, and when I get on, I will check the comments or personal messages that you leave me. So I'm going on about 20 minutes here on this video. So if any of that stuff relates to you, feel free to message me. I'll be willing to listen, to talk to you. I'm all ears to that. Um, or just questions about relationships, like what do you do? I'll give you my best opinion that I can, help you. Hopefully, my advice will help you and make you feel like a better person, and make you happier if this thing's going on like what happened to me. And there's a lot more to it than that, but I won't go into it all because it'll take forever. So I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helped you maybe think your thoughts through. Make better decisions than kind of what I did. About the whole yelling and screaming at each other, and should never get to that point. Should never get to that point with your partner. And it does. It's just it seems like it's only going to get worse when you get cops involved. When the parents don't like you, they judge you and they hardly know you, that kind of thing. And especially when her family had a lot of people in it that I really would prefer not to hang out with, and that's a long story. Drugs, gang stuff, So, and her accepting that growing up in the middle of gang territory is a way of life, and that's all she knows. And it's like, well, I just tried to tell her it's not a good way of life, and it just seems like it just didn't matter. Like, that's all I know. That's all I'm gonna know, and I'm not gonna change. So, what else do you do? Walk away? I mean, I want to, but think about what it's gonna do to you in the long run. Brought me down pretty bad. Never got into drugs myself. None of that stuff. But I just kept refusing to get involved with her family. I really didn't want nothing to do with them, and that sounds harsh, but it's just the way they were. There were some that wanted to meet me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to trust in her family. I didn't know who was clean, who wasn't. But when you got people getting raped and gang stuff going on in her family, and that I won't go into that. That's real personal, but that sort of thing. You got people getting raped and beaten up, or being affiliated with gangs, or used to be, and they still. Yeah, it's a scary thought too, to be around people that have done that kind of stuff. You might say the wrong thing, they can run to an ex-gang member and bam. That's why I stayed away. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to exit this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please leave your comments, questions down below, or message me, and I will get to you as soon as I can. This is Awkward Nerdy White Guy Productions. See you later.